Hi, this is Krusty Bob, and today I'm going to look at a military parachutist knife. And it's basically designed to provide something that will cut the shrouds, the lines on a parachute, in the event you have to bail out. This dates back to World War II. This version right here was used by the United States Air Force. It's orange and it has the simulated grain of bone. You see these in the same sort of style, only dark color. There you also see these in the same color, but it's smooth, and I believe those are for the civilian market. This is Air Force issue, came from the estate of a pilot who flew in Vietnam, did combat missions in the 60s and up to 72. Hasn't really been used. The only time he got shot at in the air, he got a bullet or a shrapnel through his hand, didn't have to bail out. So these have a big hook that really marks them as being unusual knives, and this is called the Shroud cutter, and this would slip over the parachute line and cut that. And there are questions as to how efficient that would be for cutting. Some people suggested that they should have taken these and sharpened them up a little bit more. And some people also question why this is manually operated, because the purpose of the knife is to cut your parachute shrouds. Yet you have to raise this blade manually. Let's see, let's get that back in there. There is a big blade, and it opens automatically. And this has the marks on it. The company is Schrade. I've never known how to pronounce that. I've seen it a lot, and I've written it a lot. I don't know, is it Schrade, Schrade, Rumpelstiltskin, or what? This one is marked Schrade, Walden, NY, USA, stainless. Somebody said these were still being issued under contracts into the very early 90s, but again, this one, Vietnam War veteran's knife. Now you notice the automatic knife, when I push the button, it goes out to about that far. And this is a common situation with these. This one has been sitting since probably 1975 until I picked it up recently. So it's been in the closed position. So when I first tried it, it opened up maybe about that far. And a couple times after pushing the button over and over, it's going out all the way. So what I'm going to do here is to take a very little drop of oil and see if we can lubricate whatever's causing the friction there. I have an oiler, a little plastic bottle with some very fine machine oil, and it's actually pretty nice because you can have pretty good luck just putting in one little tiny drop. I don't know if you can see that rolling down the tube. Okay. Let's work it around. A little bit of the oil right there. It's a small drop, and it actually seems to have stayed down inside. So let's see what happens if that makes a difference in opening this. Oh, see that? The bail was in the way. And this is where the cord would be tied that went to the pilot's flight suit. If you've seen military flight suits, they have a small pocket for knives on the leg, and there's a big, long nylon cord that attaches to your knife, and that happens to be right here. And it also, as you notice, kind of blocks the blade coming out a little bit. But so that time it kind of bounced a little bit. What it does, I'm left-handed. I guess the way I'm holding this thing, it's actually hitting my hand and stopping. Let's see. Okay, let's get the hand out of the way. Oh, did you hear that? Okay. All right, let's see if we get this all on the picture. So here we go. Lock tight there. So just a little drop of machine oil was all it took to loosen that up after all these many years of being in the closed position. Let's do that one more time. All right. Makes a nice resounding thump and click when it locks into place. This one's overall pretty clean. And these things have a lot of different names and numbers. I'll have to post some here at the end of the video. There are various mil-spec numbers and other identification numbers. These are sometimes called the MC1. Supposedly there was a different version for aircrew than for pilots or something like that, but I'll see if I can come up with a list of the variants of this. Nicely machined piece of work here. And you gotta love the bright orange on that, huh? Here we have the official specification numbers and the official name for these knives as of 1963. The official name is, ta-da, knife, comma, pocket, comma, parachutist, and that's as of 24 December 1963. That was the mil-spec knife MIL-K-10043, as in Charlie. And again, that's from a government document, 1963, so we know that name, knife pocket parachutist, was being used then, as well as the 10043C mil-spec. That tells us that was also apparently in effect in 1963. I have seen some indications that people think that the later mil-spec went all the way back to the original Air Force issue one starting in 1958. And that is MIL-K-25594D, as in dog or Dalmatian or whatever you want it to be. Military specification, and this one has the name officially knife, pocket, hook blade, and snap blade. And that one is December 1988. And I have seen several places online where they say that specification basically was withdrawn in 1993. So does that mean they have made no new hook survival knives for pilots since 1993 or so? I don't know. I guess my confusion is in relation to when did they actually change the mil-spec numbers. Now, these knives are referred to as MC1s, and in fact, official documents use that MC1 designation as early as August 1957 that I can find online. But MC1 also shows up in December 1988 government documents, and that's with the 94D mil-spec. And then we also see this knife referred to in 1963 as the knife pocket parachutist. So there's a little bit of overlap in there. I don't know the answers to it. If you do, post a comment below. Krusty Bob, over and out.